folks, welcome to this exciting video where you once again join us in the wild landscape of Scotland. And for today's adventure, we're starting our adventure at Tarfside, and we're joined also by Scotland's #1 DJ. But yeah, this adventure here folks, we're basically hoping to go and document a piece of Cold War history which is hidden within these hills here of Tarfside and the land of Glen Esk here. Over the years we have documented quite a few of these Cold War bunkers, and we're trying to document all the ones which remain and just see what is left from that time period in the land when they were monitoring for nuclear detonations and blasts. Look at that, it's one of those funguses off the tree that maybe fell down with the recent winds. Yeah folks, it's just absolute paradise scenes and it's proper summertime conditions. Oh aye, there's a strange bitty there, eh? So check this out folks, we've now come out of that forest at the back of Tarfside village and we're now out onto this wild open hilltop here. But we've now spotted the Cold War history. We can see it up ahead, the Tarfside ROC bunker. Check it out folks, look at the character of this Cold War concrete poured into this wild green hilltop of Scotland. Back at the start of the Cold War they built these. Yeah, it looks actually open, eh? But that lock there might not be. Yeah, it looks locked. That's the main lock there. These are secondary beasts. But yeah, like we say on this channel folks, if things like this isn't open, we didn't go forcing our way in. We always just come and document what's available. And it is cool to see the difference in all these, considering they were all built the same. So check this out here folks, you can actually see the remains of the Cold War green ROC paint. Just look at it here. So look at this folks, this is where they actually bolted on one of their instruments of measure. So they would have to come out the hatch after the blast had occurred and take the paper element out of here, onto which was marked a burn mark from on the cylinder that bolted on here. There was actually 4 holes, north, south, east, west, and they could tell from the hole burnt in the paper, they could tell the height and the range of the blast, but I think also the size of the blast depending on the size of the colour of the burn mark on the paper. Another interesting thing folks, right here is the top of the pipe. They would have unscrewed this and then put on little metal discs with a small gap between, and at the bottom of there was basically a gauge that was measuring the barometric pressure of the air at the moment of the explosion, so they could log it and then they would know the size of the blast. And then this here, this is where they would unbolt this plate and then they would fix on an instrument of measure here that detected radiation, so they would be monitoring the levels of radiation. And basically there was 1,500 of these sites across the UK, so that gives you an idea of how they would have been able to get a picture of what the radiation was doing at that time and the fallout, because also they were monitoring and checking the weather, seeing what way the wind was going, and then they could inform the members of the public the safest area that they could probably go in the event of nuclear attack. But obviously with modern technologies and stuff, things like this are obsolete now. Look at that, there's a big beetle just crawling up the side of there. I don't even know how well it comes out. He's just gone down behind the grass. See this, I think this is one of the ones that was shut down in 1991.
They're metal.
Some of these were closed in 1968 and others were kept open until 1991. Yeah, the older ones seem to have wooden louvers on there. This one's got the metal and it's proper heavy duty. This one's in great condition.
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't look like it's been a master post though, because they've got an extra bit that bolts on the side. Oh, the spider's sitting on the web. Wow. Out here on the wild hill folks, it's mad, the nature as well as the ancient history hidden within it. Well, it's no ancient history, Cold War history. And just think, 1991, it's no that long ago. This is the sort of thing the ROC were manning in case of a nuclear attack on the country, and it is just crazy to see this. Look, there's a Scottish thistle here growing. Looks like it's past its best. But now, folks, the purple heather is actually coming out, and all the hills have taken on a new character. This late summer vibe here in Scotland with the purple hills, the purple and the green. And you know what it's like, we're out in places like this to try and see the coolest history. You end up going into these mad lands and it's just breathtaking. We're almost awestruck by what we're witnessing. Yeah, this is just absolutely magical, folks. Look at it, it's another one ticked off the list. And this one actually looks like it's in better condition than one of the more recent ones we went to. Was like the Maniki one. It was in real poor condition. It looked like a lot of the stuff had been ripped out of it and scrapped. See this here as well, folks. This is actually a pipe which goes all the way to the bottom, to the lowest point in the bunker. They've got like a sump to collect the water, and then on that sump there's a hand pump. So maybe like each week or whatever, each day, depending on how bad the water build-up was, they would pump the water out of the bunker. And that's basically what that is there. And then look at this, there's even a wee drain here for the water which had collected around the lid. And on some of the previous bunkers, we've actually seen dates and stuff and names scored into the cement. And I'm just kind of keeping an eye open for that on this adventure, but I've not seen anything yet. You can see the different layers of the ROC paint from all the different years. Wow, folks, what a scene. I think that's the original padlocks, but then also there was a third lock there. I've seen other bunkers where there's actually a bar goes on here. And I think that's missing from this one. And another cool detail, this here, the holes is actually offset, so you can never bolt the tool in the wrong position. So yeah, folks, amazing scenes and another piece of history. Look at where we are, folks. It's absolute paradise out here. There is a bit of a breeze today, but I've got the windsock on for the clearest audio. So there it is, folks, another amazing piece of Scottish history documented here on the channel. It's one of those locations we've never seen before on the channel, and I love coming to things that I've never documented. For the next adventure, we're away to document a little abandoned house that we've just found up in the Glen, hidden within these wild hills, folks. So tune in for that one soon. We're keeping this one short, a documentation of this incredible history. So yeah, folks, I'm ending this one here. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye from me, goodbye from Scotland's #1 DJ, and we'll catch you very soon for the next one, wherever we end up going, which is this house up this hill.